Thursday morning, friends. I'm meteorologist Ashley Ruiz. It is 9:19 and we're going to have a little weather chat. We'll try and keep this brief, walk you through the weekend forecast. And right now it's hazy, it's hot, it's humid, 83 degrees, feels like 92. And if you were wondering, was it a little more on the drier side this morning in terms of dew points? Dew points were a little lower, so it wasn't as unbearable earlier this morning. Temperatures actually cooled into the upper 70s. We've had low temperatures between 79 and 81 degrees over the last few days. We got to around 78 degrees here in the capital city. Now temperatures are warming up. We're warming up quickly. 83 degrees here in Baton Rouge and New Orleans, checking in at 87 degrees. Dew points are on the higher side now that the sun is up. We're looking at mid and upper 70s, so it is going to be very uncomfortable, very swampy once again today. Our feels like temperatures currently are in the 80s and 90s. Feels like 99 in New Orleans. Morgan City, a whopping 98 for a feels like temperature. Going forward into our afternoon, heat indices are going to be well into the triple digits. Once again today, even into our Friday, we're just not under a heat advisory at the moment. We were under a heat advisory the last 2 days. As of right now, we're not under that heat advisory, but you still do want to practice heat safety outside. If you are going to be outdoors at any point today, limit or avoid strenuous activity. If you're working out or going for a run, I would limit that earlier into the day, more so than the afternoon or late morning through the early evening. Drink plenty of water, even if you're not thirsty. You can cool off in shaded areas or in the AC. That would be the best bet for you. Also avoid caffeinated drinks, alcoholic beverages, salty foods, all that. Don't forget about your fur babies as well, and never ever leave kids and pets unattended in vehicles, even just for a few minutes. To kind of go over some heat dangers, it is summertime. This is going to be the case each and every day, but it is important to remember the heat dangers, know your body, know the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke, which you can see right there on your screen, different signs and symptoms, and you want to take care of yourself and others around you. If you are feeling funny, just listen to your body. As for the Saharan dust that is still in place, you'll notice it's still a bit hazy, and it's going to be a bit hazy today. Not as much on Friday. The haze will start to kind of break down. The dust will start to break down a little bit and get pushed to our southwest and to our west. By Saturday and Sunday, it should be completely gone. In the meantime, our air quality is a bit on the lower side. We're basically between the moderate and unhealthy for some categories, so between that yellow and orange. We're not under a code orange. That would be unhealthy for some. Lake Charles, however, that area is under a code orange. We're under the yellow category, so it goes from green all the way to purple, as you see. So we're under that moderate category. So you may have an itchy throat today, some runny nose, or some watery eyes because of some of that dust. But we are looking at a change in our weather pattern. That includes some increased rain chances. This morning, what we have going on, we have high pressure still to our south, and to our north, basically stalled out over portions of the deep south. We have a boundary, and then in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, there are several things to point out. We have this spinning upper level low, and then a trough is starting to dig. Some of this energy is going to make its way into our area, and you combine all these components I'm telling you about and some deep tropical moisture, we're looking at some higher rain chances, but that's more so on Friday. In the meantime, it's going to be hot, hazy, humid. Temperatures will be between 91 and maybe 94 degrees with feels like temperatures in the triple digits. So some areas across the BR Proud viewing area, you see Pierre Part around 93 degrees, New Roads 92, and as I mentioned, the heat indices will be in the triple digits, but they'll start to go down, but that's because the rain chances are going to start to go up. Our afternoon temperatures are still going to be in the 80s and 90s. Feels like temperatures will still be in the triple digits. So the rain chances, I know they're high, and this is not what you want to see going into a holiday weekend. It's not going to be a total washout to where we don't see any breaks from rain. We'll see showers and thunderstorms pass through the area at times. This morning, not really the case. Today's going to be mostly dry. However, going forward to tonight, we've been watching for the potential for a line or even a cluster of thunderstorms to move in from the Mississippi, Alabama area into the South Louisiana area late tonight, early Friday morning. It's looking more likely that that may occur. We'll just have to watch how the storms unfold in Alabama and Mississippi later today. But during the afternoon and early evening, we'll be mostly dry. Notice Futurecast is not picking up on much. Even when you're going to bed tonight, may see some quiet conditions. But going forward into past midnight to around daybreak, we may have a line of showers and storms moving in from the north or the northeast. And then with that being said, we could see some gusty winds with that. And I'll back it up a little bit. Here's around 2 a.m., 4 a.m., pushing out of here and weakening by 5. Along that leading edge of those thunderstorms, we could see some gusty wind, frequent lightning, heavy rainfall as well. But as of right now, we're not anticipating any severe weather. Friday, the models are kind of struggling with this. Some models are showing that we don't get any rain tonight or even early Friday, and that the rain comes later in the day. I do think we'll start to see scattered to possibly numerous showers and storms develop later in the day. This is around 2:30 and then 4:30, and I know the bulk of the rain is off to the west on this model run of the Futurecast, but don't take this as gospel. Just know that some of these storms that you see on the Futurecast can pop up anywhere that you see. The potential is there. Our rain chance tomorrow is around 60%. Going forward into Saturday, we may start the day off with a few morning showers, and then as the day progresses, we'll likely see scattered to numerous showers and storms. But once the sun goes down, we may see the coverage decrease and things will begin to quiet on down. So again, not going to be a weekend washout. As for potential rain totals over the next 7 days, all the way from South Louisiana right here all the way stretching into the Florida Panhandle, we could see anywhere between 1 and 3 inches of rain. But keep in mind, with any stronger thunderstorm, you can double or triple these amounts. We know that happens here frequently in South Louisiana. Some spots could get 7 inches of rain, whereas one neighborhood may only get 1/10 of an inch. That's also certainly possible. Your Baton Rouge Metro 4th of July weekend forecast, if you're buying fireworks for the kiddos or anything like that, you'll run into some rain at times, but again, you'll likely have some breaks to light some fireworks, some sparklers or anything like that. Tomorrow, a lot of people have the day off, again, dodging thunderstorms. 92 degrees for a high, but it's going to feel like the triple digits. Saturday and Sunday, you should have time to hang out by the pool, but again, we'll be dodging thunderstorms. Now is the time to download the free Be Our Proud app, just so you can get some notifications if we're under flood advisory or there's a flash flood watch in effect or anything like that. You can find local news, weather, sports, so you can get all the events that are going on, things that are not happening here in South Louisiana. Also the radar. That's going to be a fantastic tool to have, whether you're staying here or if you're going to the beach in Florida or Alabama or anything like that for the weekend, because you can check out the radar and see if there are any thunderstorms coming your way. Also, you can stay ahead of any storm that develops, and you'll get the forecast from the Storm Tracker weather team. Myself, Jesse, and Jasmine will update the forecast all weekend long, of course. And if you are headed to the beach this weekend, whether it's Biloxi or Panama City, Destin, Pensacola, Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, Perdido Key, anything like that, again, you'll be dodging some rain at times as well. In fact, some of the models have the heaviest of rain or the most of the rain staying to our east, but I think it's a pretty fair shot for anywhere along the northern Gulf Coast to get some rain this weekend at times. As of right now, there's a low risk for rip currents that may change to maybe a moderate risk, which would be yellow flags for most, but always swim near lifeguards and always check the flags before getting in the water. I will also have your boating forecast. I'm looking for that in my rundown right now. Okay, if you are headed out on the water, this is locally in Louisiana. The lakes, Lake Maurepas, Lake Pontchartrain, today 1 to 2, and that will, or 1 foot, and then the seas 1 to 2, maybe up to 2 to 4. I may have to adjust this looking at some of the latest model runs, but either way, winds will be a little on the higher side, between 10 to 15 knots. This is out 20 nautical miles, but again, now would be the time to get that app so you can stay ahead of any thunderstorm, so you don't get caught out on the water if any thunderstorm does find you. Of course, if you hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Meanwhile, in the tropics, no activity is expected for the next 5 days. There's a good amount of shear and some of that Saharan dust still lingering, so no tropical activity is expected for the next 5 days. Here's the 7-day forecast. It's again going to be hazy, hot, and humid today. Only a small chance for some showers. May have some morning showers late tonight. Early Friday morning showers and thunderstorms. A line of showers and storms may move in. We'll just have to see how the storms progress in Mississippi and Alabama today. But again, dodging thunderstorms Friday all the way basically through Tuesday. Rain chances may start to taper a little bit into next week. But the silver lining with all of this is at least our temperatures and our feels like temperatures won't be as high.